I feel like the more you love yourself, the more you like being alone. Choosing to spend time alone is an unapologetic declaration of love to yourself. Choosing to be alone is revolutionary. We're hardwired on a primal level to want to connect with other people, to be approved and accepted by the group. But being alone takes courage. Paving your own path requires you to listen only to the inner knowing that is within you. And being alone requires you to listen to your inner voice and to always stay true to yourself. When I'm alone, the world becomes silent, peaceful. When I'm alone, I can think, daydream, wonder, imagine, manifest. I grew up an only child, and my single mother worked 3 jobs and was often very busy trying to support us. So I developed a scrappiness. I created projects and planned meetups with the neighborhood kids. I had to go out and make something with the alone time that I had, which was often. And while I'm a very social person, and I grew up as a kid throwing dance parties and playing with all the kids in the neighborhood, it was when I was alone with my journal and a pen that I felt the most myself. Being alone allows you to uncover, dig deep, process, and reflect. I learned to love being alone by learning to enjoy my own company. There's less compromise and more freedom in choosing to be alone. You can enjoy your guilty pleasures without fear of being judged. You can eat, do, watch, see what you want whenever you want. Find something that you really love doing alone, and that'll make spending time alone way more appealing. Remember that people can lift you up, but they can also bring you down. We are all operating at different energetic levels. We all come with our own baggage, and who we spend time with greatly influences our energy and our mood. It's easy for people to complain. Whining and criticizing is the lazy person's default way of navigating life. I would much rather have 1 or 2 close kindred spirits that I can connect with on an energetic level than 5 or 10 friends that I don't. You are who you hang with, so choose your friends wisely. For introverts, we thrive being alone. We thrive spending time alone, going on walks by ourselves, even taking ourselves out on date nights. I love going to the movies by myself. I love going out to restaurants by myself. I love going on vacation by myself. I love traveling alone. And that doesn't mean that I don't love my partner, or I don't love being married, or I don't love being in a partnership. Like, they're separate things. I can love my own company and love being alone, and also love being committed to someone and being a monogamist and being in a committed partnership. And I feel like often when people get married or they get in committed relationships, like their world just suddenly becomes all about their partner. And I just want to encourage anyone out there who is more independent, is more free-spirited, likes to do things in an unconventional way, or just maybe you just enjoy hanging out by yourself, keep doing that and marry or get in a relationship with someone who fosters that and encourages you to be who you are. I have the most amazing partner. You know, my husband is, I would say I'm more independent than he is, for sure, but he allows me to thrive, and he allows me to do whatever I want and be who I am and give me the space and freedom to do as I please. So I just really encourage anyone out there who is like me and that you're introverted, you like being alone, just keep going with that, keep doing that, keep sparkling, keep being you and staying true to who you are. If you thrive being alone, if you want to learn to spend more time alone, take yourself to a cafe. Keep it small. Just start small. Spend a Saturday morning, a couple hours at a local bakery or a local cafe and get yourself a croissant or a hot cocoa. Bring your journal just to start off with and just write in the cafe by yourself. And over time, you'll find you get better and better at being alone. Pretty soon, you won't need to bring your journal. Pretty soon, you won't need to bring your book. Pretty soon, you won't have to bring physical objects to keep you company and to help you feel more secure in a public space, being alone. And then pretty soon, you'll be able to start going to restaurants by yourself, having a 3-course dinner alone, or going on a weekend trip to a little bed and breakfast, which I did this when I went to England a year and a half ago. I went to England by myself and I went to London and Bath and I stayed at this little bed and breakfast, and it was like such a luxurious like little treat to give myself. And I just remember it being one of the coolest experiences of my life, was just taking time to treat myself and to be alone and not even to work, just to be and just to enjoy my time on earth. And I think that's the most important thing. And so for anyone who wants to learn how to love being alone, start taking yourself on little dates to the library, to the beach, go on a hike, like do things alone. Start small and then slowly work your way up over time to going to the movies by yourself, going to restaurants by yourself, going on little trips by yourself. And even if you have lots of friends, even if you are someone who loves connecting one-on-one with people, or you like having a few best friends or kindred spirits in your life, or even if you love being married, know that you can have both. You can be married and commit yourself to one person, but also love being alone and love spending time alone and taking yourself out on solo excursions. And don't feel guilty about that. Don't ever feel guilty about wanting to spend time alone. That is the way to refuel yourself, to heal yourself, to allow yourself to process and reflect on the things that are happening in your life. We are always changing. We are forever changing and evolving beings. There was this study, I think, that said that every 7 years, our skin, our hair, every ounce of our physical body is replaced. Like, we generate new cells constantly. And after a period of 7 years, our body is not the same anymore. Like, our cells have completely regenerated in 7 years. And so know that you can change too. And don't ever allow anyone to make you feel guilty for wanting to be alone, for taking the time to enjoy life by yourself, because it's so beautiful. And when you start loving yourself, you want to start hanging out with yourself because it's fun. It's fun being alone. It's fun treating yourself and celebrating you. There's a lot of self-empowerment with that. And it's all self-empowerment and being confident in your own skin and not caring what anyone thinks if you are alone. I hope that this video encouraged you or inspired you or motivated you to take some time to get out there and go do something by yourself. I personally love going out to nature and being alone with the sea and the sky and the fresh air and the birds. I love being alone with the seagulls and just listening to them, connecting myself with the earth and the ground and the solidness of that, and just being here. So yeah, there's a lot of magic in being alone.